Hey there. Got here to get into Darren Aronofsky's 2000 film Requiem for a Dream. And this is just one of those films. It's difficult to manage to muster the urge to want to watch this one often, but its impact is very timeless, and it's for a good reason. This is like maybe one of the rawest depictions of just facing emptiness and depths of raw anxiety, and it's really there's no like easy way. And I think it's a particularly challenging angle for a lot of films to explore. Just like a place of depths of like hell where there's actually not a way out. There's are a few films from the 90s and 2000s that were on that level, and sometimes they were actually like just it kind of warrants itself to just explore a, kind of the hell on earth kind of happening and a very like again an anxiety-inducingly fast-paced sort of atmosphere. It's just one of the heaviest films I've ever seen, and it just really feels tragic in every sense of the word. And it's just not one. I think Aronofsky, and it's not to deny any of this matter, I think Aronofsky films are going to be a little more rewatchable. Like this one certainly is like a once a decade kind of viewing, but it's like once in a blue moon. This really just strikes as a perfectly cathartic kind of depressingly moody place to be at as it explores just really dark depths of addiction. And this is just kind of like another film that was like this in the year 2000 was in Varda's Room. I think that was more like a slow-paced depiction. This is like a really fast-paced one. It's very emotional, very intense, and just the soundtrack is just absolutely fantastic all throughout. Yeah, this is just like a very intense kind of perspective. And yeah, I mean, this one later, it's like probably the moments I've enjoyed Jared Leto's acting the most in a lot of ways. And it's really depressing. Like, you know, all the characters are kind of like, again, doomed fate in characters is a very dark place to be at. Another film that takes me on this level is like, and I'll get into this eventually, is like Leaving Las Vegas. I think that's one of the most darkest films I've ever seen. It kind of just going through realistically dark sort of emotions in a lot of ways and just sort of living right through those. And yeah, just living in intense, you know, disturbing depths of that addiction. Like Jennifer Connelly's in this too, and she's particularly mesmerizing and going through some dark depths here. And you just kind of see the influence it has on everyone's lives. Aronofsky really does make this masterfully. And he conveys like a depressing world where it's like, wow, all you can do is walk out and forever feel like you just don't want it to be like this, you know, in a lot of ways. So the way that this is all portrayed is just absolutely perfect in every sense of the word. And it's just one of the greatest films I've ever seen in every sense of the word, conveying like, yeah, just a very heavy sense of world building and just getting straight into the psychology of the mind of characters who are just living in an intense depths of delusion within their addictions. And it's just an unpredictable nature all throughout. It's always kind of got a shock value about it that genuinely is very unsettling and very disturbing. Like, it really goes through some twisted depths in a very insane kind of way. So it's kind of got a mind-boggling way about it in its own sort of way. And perhaps it's one of the most depressing like depictions ever made. So it's absolutely worth seeing the just intense chords that it strikes and all the character development, which is like a doomed kind of hell on earth sort of perspective. But strongly recommend this.